This is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria a zoo. This is another typical example why the wife of late Rotimi Akeredolu called Nigeria a zoo. This is also the more reason why the Westerners see Nigeria as a zoo, but they don't know that the Westerners are laughing at them, making caricature of them. That is what I'm about to tell you now. Regarding the incident of Ibom Air, or whatever they call it, I am not into Nigerian news or Nigerian politics or whatever shenanigan that is happening in that country, but why I choose to comment on this is because I have seen different posts, different videos, different analysis or whatever they call it, and I come to conclusion that once you are from the south and southeast, they are treated you as a Biafran, as an Igbo, but they don't know. You see the reason why the south are the most foolish people you can ever imagine on this planet Earth. Don't mind that useless Owazirike who went on air to say that Igbos are the most useless tribe in the world. That is what Owazirike, whatever they call it, said. But I tell you the simple truth: the most useless people and useless tribe, and in fact, I'm unapologetic about this word, are the people from the southwest. The treatment the southwesterners gave to Goodluck Jonathan is the same treatment when you want to talk about that now. They will tell you that why must a South protest for Tinubu not to go contest for second time? But the same Tinubu is the one who removed the South. Let me also remind us back. Somebody from the southwest leveled Odi. That is what they call it, Obasanjo. Somebody from the southwest also killed what they call him, Isaac Adakaboro, Sarowiwa. They are not Fulani, so they are not. They are the people from the south. When we look at the incident now, the incident that happened with Ibom Air. Also, people from the south are prosecuting the girl from the south. You see, the more reason why the people from the south, whatever they call themselves, middle Niger Delta, are the most foolish people on this planet Earth. This girl don't know that they are seeing her as a southeasterner, as a Biafran, as an Igbo. Because the same incident happened a couple of weeks ago, not even up to 1 week, with the so-called idiot Kwam 1 or Kwam 2. To the extent that Minister of Nigerians in Diaspora, who is quickly to condemn Amaka Somboga in one incident that happened in Canada between the Igbos and Yoruba, and now the person now pleading on behalf of Kwam 1, who nearly killed almost everybody on board by obstructing the flight on a runway. You can see it. But people from the south, this same idiot now, if you come out tomorrow now and say, you belong to the south, no, I am south. I am south. I don't know anything about Igbo. We are not Igbos. Look at the treatment. You can imagine the treatment that are being given to Fubara, simply because Fubara, who is an Ijo man, identified with the Igbos, getting close to Hanez and Igbo, look at the treatment they gave to him. But there was a killings in Benue and Plateau all these years. Nobody was, there's no any kind of state of emergency being declared. And tomorrow now, somebody from the south with, let us just read the lesson. But let me tell you the simple truth. Nigeria is a zoo, and that is the simple truth. And I'm unapologetic about this word. There was a testimony from one Ibrahim Tunde A. Ibrahim. He said, I was on board. It was the crew member that resisted the lady from coming down because of a put off phone and no phone put off. Okay, they were having a confrontation because of phone, and according to her, they said the lady told the crew that her phone was already on a flight mode. After landing, they refused to allow the lady from coming down, saying they have called the airport security to pick her up. In fact, they pushed the lady back on seat for many of us to pass. There was no any investigation whatsoever. No any calling of eyewitness. They carry this girl Ozugbo, bam, inside Kirikiri prison. Bam, inside Kirikiri prison. Until 6th of October. She will stay there until this month. This month will just enter though. She will stay there until this month, until next month, and then on 6th of October. Why somebody who stopped flight, who nearly killed almost everybody on board, is now being paraded everywhere? After all, he have apologized. They need to pardon him. Can you imagine that rubbish? Who even threatened the owner of the airplane that you are going to hear from me? I'm going to bring down all your airplanes. This is that and that to the other. And you tell me Nigeria is not a zoo? And you tell me that the so-called South, what do you call it? South are not the most foolish and useless people or tribe we have on this planet Earth. They say Igbos are the useless. No. The people from the South are the useless. Because people from the Southwest are calling you Igbo. You from Delta, when they want to divide you, imagine a culture coming out to tell the world that I am an Igbo man, and Yoruba said, no, you are not an Igbo, you are from a Delta. That's when they want to divide you. But when you do something bad, then they will tell you are an Igbo from Igbo tribe. Because they want to a kind of generalize it to the people of the Southeast and the South. Let me not waste much time. Let me read this article. Comparison between this deal. The double standards in Nigeria's aviation sector, a tale of two incidents highlighting inequality under Tinubu's watch. In recent weeks, Nigeria's aviation industry have been rocked by two high-profile incidents involving unruly passengers exposing deep-seated issues of selective justice, class disparity, and political favoritism. At the center of this controversy is the stark contrast between the treatment of Comfort Emanson, an ordinary young woman in her 20s, and Wasiu Ayinde Marshall, popularly known as Kwam1, of K1 The Ultimate, a prominent Fuji musician with close ties to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while Emerson faces a lifetime ban and imprisonment for her actions aboard an A-bomb air flight. Kwam1, despite allegations of far more severe misconduct, received a relatively lenient 6 months local flight ban, fueling accusations that the Tinubu's administration protects its allies while allowing everyday citizens to bear the brunt of harsh penalties. The saga began with the Comfort Emerson's altercation on an A-bomb air flight from Uyo to Lagos on August 11, 2025. According to reports, Emerson refused to switch off her phone as instructed by cabin crew, leading to a heated confrontation where she allegedly slapped an air hostess and assaulted staff members. Videos circulating online showed her being restrained and removed from the aircraft, with her clothing torn during the scuffle, exposing her in a humiliating manner. Ibom A promptly reported the incident to the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, and imposed a permanent travel ban on her. The Airline Operators of Nigeria escalated this by announcing a lifetime no-fly ban across all member airlines, effectively barring her from both domestic and international flights originating in Nigeria. Emerson was charged, remanded at Kirikiri Correctional Facility, and is said to remain in custody until her next court date on October 6 of 2025. Critics, including former presidential candidate of Peter Obi, have decried the swift and severe response, arguing it exemplifies how the system punishes the vulnerable while overlooking the powerful. Obi highlighted the lack of due process and called for compassion, noting that Emerson's actions, though wrong, stem from frustration in a country where greater crimes by elites go unpunished. In a sharp contrast, Just days earlier, on August 5 of 2025, Kwam was involved in a more dangerous episode at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. The Fuji icon allegedly attempted to board a value jet flight with an unsealed flask containing what crew suspected was alcohol, a violation of aviation safety rules prohibiting such liquids in the cabin. When confronted, he reportedly assaulted cabin crew and, in a domestic escalation, positioned himself on the tarmac to block the aircraft from taxiing, delaying the flight and endangering passengers and staff's industries. Experts and online commentators described his actions as akin to hijacking or an act of terrorism, citing potential violations of Nigeria's Criminal Code Act related to obstructing aircraft movement. The pilot, Captain Oluranti Oguyi, later detailed how Kwam's refusal to comply nearly resulted in tragedy, with ground staff intervening to prevent the plane from moving forward while they stood in its path. Despite the severity, Kwam faced only a 6-month ban from domestic flights as ordered by Aviation Minister Festus Akpamo pending investigations. He issued a public apology clarifying that the flask contained water for medical reasons and expressing regret to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the NCAA, and ValueJet. Notably, the pilot and co-pilot were suspended by the NCAA for proceeding amid the chaos, shifting some blame away from Kwam. The disparity in outcomes has ignited widespread outrage on social media and among activists who pointed to Kwam's long-standing alliance with Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the key factor. Kwam, a vocal supporter and praise singer for Tinubu, has performed at his event and publicly boasted of direct access to the president, including sharing videos of phone conversations with him. In one resurfaced clip, amid a scandal, Kwam is seen chatting casually with Tinubu, underscoring their close relationships. Even MC Oluomo, another Tinubu loyalist and chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, publicly pleaded for the president to forgive Kwam like a prodigal son, framing the incident as a redeemable mistake rather than a criminal act. This leniency stands in stark opposition of Emerson's fate, where no such appeals or considerations were extended. Despite calls for her to apologize and seek rehabilitation, social media users have labeled it a classic case of one Nigeria for the rich and connected, another for the poor, with posts comparing the incident and questioning why Kwam's obstruction, potentially life-threatening, was treated highly with while Eman's slap led to lifelong consequences. Under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, these events underscore a broader pattern of protecting political allies amid Nigeria's economic hardships and insecurity. Kwam himself had lamented the suffering of Nigerians in songs dedicated to Tinubu, yet his influence appears to shield him from full accountability. Aviation experts argue that both cases violate international safety protocols, but the uneven enforcement erodes public trust in institutions like the NCAA and FAN. As P2B noted, the poor must not be punished while the rich and powerful work free, highlighting how such double standards perpetuate inequality and hinder national progress. We must end this selective treatment of the poor or less privileged. If justice must be served, it should be served to all, and it must be served fairly. That is the what will I call it? The article I want us to look into this morning. So, as you all have witnessed, you see what is happening. You need any soothsayer to tell you that Nigeria is a zoo and Nigeria it can never work. Whether you like it or not, I don't know. I don't even care how you see it, but the fact still remains that Nigeria is a zoo, an animal kingdom, a banana republic. A banana republic. And you know how this Nigeria works. And I can tell you for free of charge, they will go to the manifesto of those flights and copy everybody on that flight. They will copy their phone numbers, call them separately with unknown numbers, and threaten them not to come to confess or not to come to witness, stand as a witness in favor of a Manson. I know how this stupid country works. Trust me, this is just what is going to play out now. The manifesto will have your phone number, will have your real name, and also, if possible, your email address. Either they send you a private email address, or most likely they will call you with your known number and threaten you, never you to stand as a witness, so that all their actions will be justified. Anyway, what do I know? She have received her own one Nigeria, right? Nigeria happened to her. So tomorrow, let her also come out and say, I am a Nigerian. I thought that I go fire them. Anyway, my wonderful people, now here we go take a break. I beg, if you like this message, just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Just let me know what you think concerning this matter at the comment section.